I'm always delighted to be with Saul News. This has been such a leader in the conservative movement and the Republican Party.
Welcome to the Saul's Newsstand News Rewind for September 13th, 2024. American Greatness reports Biden has spent 40.3% of his presidency on vacation. With less than 2 months before the 2024 election and just over 4 months until the next inauguration, Joe Biden has currently spent 40.3% of his presidency on vacation, more than any other president in history. The Republican National Committee research team posted a video on August 31st showing Biden relaxing in a chair on a Delaware beach. The post read, quote, "Biden spent today his 16th straight day on vacation lounging on the beach. He has spent a total of 532 days, 40.3% of his presidency, on vacation. Who's running the country?" Biden has all but vanished from the public eye since he withdrew from the presidential race on July 21st, following widespread demands to do so after his disastrous debate performance against former President Donald Trump on June 27th. He subsequently endorsed his Vice President Kamala Harris to succeed him as the Democratic Party's nominee. Red State reports RFK Jr. blasts Kamala biased debate moderators, says the party I grew up in doesn't exist anymore. Former independent presidential candidate Robert F. Kennedy Jr., who suspended his presidential campaign in August and endorsed GOP nominee Donald Trump, was appalled by the blatant bias shown by ABC News moderators David Muir and Lindsay Davis during Tuesday night's presidential debate. In 2 separate appearances, Kennedy blasted the 3-on-1 pylon appearing on Newsmax following the slugfest.
Fortunately, we had moderators who were clearly biased, who were constantly fact-checking Donald Trump. But none of these kind of whoppers that the vice president was saying, and none of her failure to really explain that, answer that first question, that very, very critical first question. They simply sat there on the sidelines and allowed that to pass.
RFK Jr. also appeared on Sean Hannity's Fox News show and went even further, saying the Democrat Party has become the party of censorship. And finally, Politico reports, Elena Kagan keeps pressing for ethics code enforcement at Supreme Court. Justice Elena Kagan is keeping up her public drive for an enforcement mechanism for the Supreme Court's ethics code, despite skepticism about it among legal ethics scholars. Kagan praised the ethics code the High Court adopted last November under intense pressure from Democratic lawmakers that followed a series of press reports about undisclosed gifts to some of her colleagues in behind-the-scenes efforts to influence the justices. Kagan has also defended her call, first issued at a judicial conference in California in July, for an external enforcement mechanism that could be overseen by retired or highly experienced judges. The Obama appointee said she did not think such a mechanism would produce a flurry of frivolous allegations against the justices. And that concludes your Saul's Newsstand News Rewind for September 13th, 2024. For more political news faster, visit saulsnews.com.